All right, we're here at Fantasia. Your movie just premiered. What I loved about this movie was that you had to really, really play off, I don't know who. I mean, you were playing off yourself for a lot of the time. How challenging is that? Because you're literally, you're acting, obviously. Did you have someone prompting you while you were doing that? Okay, so you did have
honestly, it didn't feel like I was alone in that because we had a guy with the voice of Justin, saying Justin's lines, and that was really helpful because it made the whole performance feel live and real every single time.
Yeah.
And then as for like the moments of like reactions and listening, honestly, like some of the scenes I was hearing it for the first time, truly, and I thought that the recordings were so good that they really did like deeply penetrate and like like elicit a response off of me. It was so nice because I felt so relaxed on the set because there was such a little amount of people that I could be very like receptive to things without so much noise happening around, if that makes sense. It's like
definitely.
It's just like a heightened sense, I think, of receptivity because of that.
Being someone who podcasts a lot, there is something special that happens when you put the cans on, and it's like you're in this world.
Yes.
And it's crazy because you capture that vibe. Like, my podcast partner and I, we talk to people all the time. And, I podcast out of my house. So when I put those headphones on, the entire world is shut off. I'm locked in. I'm talking to somebody. But sometimes I take them off and I'm like, what's been going on here? And then my wife will be like, well, the dogs were going crazy and like Amazon showed up and then but you're really lost in that world. So that really, really came across that you were in the zone for that. Did you have any experience yourself with podcasting? Or
I had a little bit. I used to do radio, actually, when I was in university, and I really enjoyed that. And also, before the film, I just started listening to podcasts where there was two people, like co-hosts.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting how so many podcasts have that similar dynamic between hosts where one person has one belief, another person, and then it's the whole thing becomes about them kind of going at each other in a different way. Yeah. And I really liked having that with Justin because it just colored the scenes more in a way that made it more interesting.
You mentioned this was your first time seeing the finished product. Were you proud being able to watch this in front of a bunch of people? And like Ian mentioned, when he watched it, he wasn't watching the movie, he was watching everybody's reaction. Were you kind of doing a bit of both?
Well, I was just more like, watching yourself is really embarrassing in any situation. But I was really proud. And also I was surprised because there are so many versions. The version of the movie that I shot is so different than the version that we just watched. Yeah. And so it was nice to be like pleasantly surprised. Yeah. And also to be in like the energy of everybody watching it for the first time. It just kind of felt. And then towards the end, I was like, whoa, nobody's moving. Yeah. And I was like, and I'm at the end of my seat. So it was nice to be able to,